And we're live.
I'm almost the opposite of what I would have expected you to say. Like, I had more fun in Cabela's and Dick's and Bass Pro when I was like 14, 15, 16 than Toys R Us. Like, just fucking around, looking at knives, looking at guns, imagining the possibility of me camping and getting enough of a high off of the imagination that it's like, I don't need that. Like, that was fun.
You should have been on that fucking survival trip with us.
I should have. I would have been a titan of survival. I would have had so many fat stores to burn off.
Dude,
I wouldn't have needed food.
We all lost so much weight. Like
well, you got very sick, so that's why you lost weight.
Oh, that's the first survival trip when it was just me and Woody, and I drank fucking river water.
You're talking about the second one. Yeah,
with
you and
me, Chiz, Woody, and that British gentleman who recorded for us, whose name's escaping me right now. It was so oppressively hot. Like, I kept saying, like, we should go in the fall. And Woody was like, oh, this is the fall. And I'm thinking, like, I in my head, I was like
August?
Something like that.
Oh, that's summer.
But in my head, I was like, it's not August in Georgia, though. I mean, it's not fall in Georgia. Like, fall in Georgia doesn't happen until like right now, like in late September, almost October. This would be the time to go. The night times are not cold. The nighttime
even
gets
here,
down
we're just now getting fall, and it's like 72 degrees at night.
Yes, exactly. It's really pleasant at night. Like I went out last night, and I'm like, fuck, this feels really nice. I got the windows down, driving in the car. That would have been the time to go. Instead, the days were oppressively hot and humid, and the mosquitoes were eating us alive. And then the nights, it barely cooled down. It cooled down enough that you weren't continuously sweating.
Well, that's awful.
Yeah, you should have been there for that one, motherfucker. That was a goddamn nightmare. It was just me and Chiz sitting there in the heat, sweating, smoking cigarettes, and like being like, where the fuck is Woody? Where is he? Where is he? I bet he's in his truck again with the air conditioning on. Yeah, you know he is. You know he is charging the batteries.
You guys just getting angry back at camp, imagining the luxury he's sitting in.
Yeah, because, I mean, look, to be fair, he was charging the batteries. We needed the batteries charged, but they'd always sit in the air conditioning while they did it. And I was just like, I should have charged the batteries.
I could have found the Muffin Man again.
Yeah, I remember like digging around in like the back seat of my truck for like any food that I had left back there, and there was none. Like just hoping that there was like, I don't know, a power bar or something that had slipped between the seats.
Not a bag of peanuts from a gas station or something?
A bag from a gas station?
A bag of peanuts, like those little...
Oh, yeah, you broke up momentarily. Yeah, nothing. I found a Gatorade with like this much in it. It was like blue. I remember it was blue Gatorade. And I just remember being like, oh, so good. It's so good. I've had nothing but processed river water.
Hot Gatorade.
That hot Gatorade was so fucking tasty because Woody had this water filter that you had to like pump, and it would make noises when it was like
a purification thing.
Yeah, it was like I think it was older, and you'd pump for 30 seconds, and you'd get this much water. And
that fucking is lame as shit.
So we would take turns pumping everyone's water. And filling the water bottles up, and your whole arm would be sore by the time you pumped out 40 ounces of water. And
I gotta
always
drink at least a gallon a day, and that's a lot of pumping.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah.
It always tasted funny. Like it tasted sort of like, I don't know. It had like a film to it, like it would leave a film in your mouth, and it tasted kind of like a chemical. And the water we were starting with was disgusting. It was like there was a beaver dam there. And on the backside of beaver dams, it's where they hang out, and it's just full of beaver shit.
Wait, you were filtering from the backside of the dam?
No. Now that I think about it, Woody was bathing in the backside of the dam.
Oh, no.
Look.
That's disgusting.
But what do you say when he's already waist deep in it, and like he's stomping around?
Hey, there's beaver shit. You want to go downstream?
Like, no, I caught him. He's just like sudsing up, getting that getting that beaver shit in his ears and stuff, and I'm like,
You didn't just start bathing downstream.
I went way on downstream, so it was fast moving water, and like got on my keep in mind that while it's hot outside, it's freezing in the water. The water's so cold, and I just like got on my knees and like sat on my heels, and I would do like a Muslim prayer type thing to like get water all over me, force myself to get super soapy, and then repeat that process until I was clean again. And that would last an hour before I was so sweaty it was gross.
And then you had to make your way back to the camp where on the way you would get sweaty again and then sit there and smoke cigarettes with Chiz.
Yeah.
And just wait for time to pass before you murdered that chicken.
I was not on board for the chicken murder. I did not like that. I didn't like that at all. I felt awful about that.
As someone who didn't go, that was the funniest part.
Well, as long as it was entertaining, I guess, then it was worth it. But I felt terrible about it.
Poor Henrietta.
And she tasted so bad. Like, we boiled her for way too long. We boiled her.
You want boiled chicken meat. It's just the least flavorful thing on earth.
The idea was it was going to be some sort of a soup. You know, like we'd make like chicken soup. But it just didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, you guys should have brought supplies to fry it.
Yeah. I think I suggested that maybe, but we settled on boiling or
just
something.
Getting some Earl.
Some Earl.
Some Earl.
Some corn batter.
Do you from the South? Do your family members from the South call it Earl?
You know, my dad is the he I don't remember when he started doing it, but he makes a point of saying oil, and he says it in such a way to let you know, like, haha, I'm saying it the right way because it's funny, not because I don't want to sound like an idiot. He goes, oil. like he kind of makes a joke out of saying it the right way because no one else says it the right way. They say oil.
Oil.
They just they just kind of open their mouths and let it flow out like it is oil. They go, oil. You need an oil change.
Oil. No I.
Oil.